Welcome, people of planet Earth and all planets beyond. Welcome to Heat Check, powered by Defunct.com. This is the highest selling t-shirts on eBay over the last 2 weeks. Let's take a look at the list. Today's list begins with this 1990s Nirvana Vestibules. This is the one you've probably seen, the fudge, let's see right here, the fudge packing, crack smoking, etc., etc. The colorway on this is a little bit different than some of the ones we see normally, which makes it a little bit more valuable, I'd say. Super cool t-shirt. We've seen it a number of times here on the Hanes, beefy and a size large, good size. Looks like it's in fairly good condition, especially a white t-shirt. I don't know if they mentioned much, no holes, just a little discoloration around neckline, pretty normal. Pretty amazing t-shirt, that is for sure. This one is sold for $1,025 with 4 bids. Then at number 9, we have one of my favorite tees here. We have the Soundgarden Black Hole Sun t-shirt. This one looks extra crispy. A fantastic t-shirt. This t-shirt has made the list many times before. We have a couple pinholes, nothing super big deal. Otherwise, it looks like it's in pretty good condition. There's our measurements, 22 by 27. 20, that's a nice way to do it. I like that a lot. But this one sold for $1,030 with 39 bids, so I'm not the only one who loves this t-shirt. Then at number 8, we have Sade making the list. She is a staple on this list for sure. Typically a bit higher than she makes it here on this list, but these are some of her less recognizable t-shirts. But here we have the Lovers Rock Tour 2001. This one looks great on the, let's see, on the Hanes Ultra Cotton, or the Gildan Ultra Cotton, excuse me. Looks great. I don't know if there's a back hit on this one. Yeah, there's a back hit. Here's the Lovers Rock back hit right here. Super cool t-shirt for sure. It went for $1,035 with 28 bids. Speaking of Sade, here at number 7, we have the Sade Love Deluxe promo bootleg tee. So probably something produced and printed out or sold out in the parking lot. No real expert here, so I'm just going to take their word for it. Definitely kind of has sort of has the bootleg vibe, stuff not quite centered, etc., etc. But there are flaws, but that's okay. These bootlegs still do just fine. These aren't really considered fakes per se. They are bootlegs that would have been sold around the same time that these other legit t-shirts would have been. There's some discoloration, but that's all right. This one, it did sell for $10.50. Then we have a t-shirt that I don't think has actually made the list before, but this one's super cool. We have the 1994 on a giant tag, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Definitely gives you some like Alice in Wonderland vibes for sure. What a trippy t-shirt. This one looks so cool though. Let's see, is there a back hit? Yeah, the back hit looks like it's super dope too. Yeah, wicked cool. We got some tour dates here. This one looks so good, so cool. Looks like it's in pretty good condition. Lots of good information here in the description. That's always good to see. Good size, pit to pit, 22 or 23 and a half. This one sold for $11.50. Up next, we have the Dougie Fresh Where the Party At wrap tee. This one looks fresh for sure. A lot of times you see these are pretty worn out. There's a little bit of wear in the printing, but not much. Not much at all. Looks like it's a really good condition. We have that top tag in size XL made in Panama, which is pretty common for these like wrap tees. This one's double stitched, so I'm a little bit sus, to be honest. I could be wrong. That maybe these had double stitches, especially if they were printed in the late 90s. But either way, the transaction did appear to go through. So this is why you use Legitimate, folks. This is why you use the code LootFam in the description below and go get your t-shirts authenticated, so there isn't any question. But French 75 Vintage, who sold this t-shirt, has sold several other t-shirts that have made the list, so I'm going to take their word for it and that they know best here in this case. But this one sold for $1,200. At number 4, we have a 3D emblem, one that we haven't seen before. This is the Easy Riders magazine, which was a motorcycle magazine, and this was printed by 3D Emblem. Easy Rider had a lot of t-shirts going, on into the 90s. But this one here, we have a really nice, beautiful looking 3D emblem tag, that 80s tag that everybody is after. The graphic looks pretty good, maybe a little bit faded on the top, hard to tell. But still, this one is super cool. We haven't seen this one on the list, but there was some demand for it. 22 bids, got up to $12.50. Then at number 3, Rap Tees maintain their grip on the top spots. Here we have the Redman and Method Man How High Rap Tee. This one looks like it's in great condition, just slight bits of wear. I wonder if some of this is coming from, maybe, correct me, I could be wrong. Maybe this, I have to do a little bit of research, I suppose. But it's French Vintage, the guy that got that huge Rap Tee collection. I wonder if some of these are coming off of that collection, because a lot of stuff there looked like it's in really, really, really good condition. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. But still, it would explain why there's so many dope tees that he's selling, or he or she is selling, because these do look fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, super dope tee. This one did well. This one went for $17.50. At number 2, we have a t-shirt that we have seen on this list many times before. We have the Snoop Doggy Dog. This is one of his most notorious t-shirt, Beware of Dog. Definitely one of the best Snoop tees and one of the best rap tees, period, on the gym tag. This one sold for $2,000, which is pretty in line with what it normally sells for. So congratulations, really cool tee. Now before we get to number 1, remember, don't buy a fake. Use the legitimate app to verify and authenticate your vintage t-shirts. Use code LOOTFAM to get 25% off your authentication. Then at number 1, we have a really interesting one here. I went back and forth about whether or not I was going to include it, but it is a t-shirt and it is vintage, and it's really cool, and it sold for a lot of money. This is a ring-worn and ring-torn Hulk Hogan t-shirt. Here you go. You can see Hulk Hogan ripping that t-shirt on the WCW. This one, it looks fantastic. It has a certificate of authenticity. I mean, this is wrestling memorabilia, but it is a t-shirt, and it certainly tops the list this week. It sold for $3,000. Not sure anyone's going to be wearing this, but still super cool t-shirt for sure. And that is the Heat Check Top 10. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.